Hello, everybody. I am Reaper What Ifs. Welcome to my first episode of What If Deku was the only male and had Naruto and was Naruto. Let's start off when he was born. When Izuku was born, he was born in a weird way. He was born with whisker marks, and he had reddish yellow eyes. He was he set off the doctors. The doctors said he gave off a word aura. So let's skip when Deku is 4. He goes into his mother's room and jumps on her bed. Mommy, can I check if I got a quirk? Zuko, boys don't get quirks. But come on, I really want to see if I could be a strong hero. Okay, let's go. They get ready. Zuko brushes his teeth, do all the normal hygiene. He goes to the quirk doctor. When the quirk doctor sees him, she's like, why is this boy here? Midoriya's? Ah, that's us, said Inko. Come on back, said the quirk doctor. The quirk doctor asks why are they here and why is a boy here. Inko says that they're here to check if he has a quirk. The quirk doctor scoffs a bit and then checks anyways. She's surprised when she found out that Izuku does have a quirk. She runs some more tests, seeing what his quirk is, and she comes back with the results saying he does have a quirk. It's called Nine Tails. Nine Tails, Inko asked. What's that? Basically, he can transform into a giant nine-tailed fox. Or he could just do like a cloak of it. A cloak. Yes. It amps up his strength and speed by a lot. He also has this little ability with it. It's called chakra. He has natural affinity for this. It's something only a few people have had. But it's mainly just chakra. They were able to manipulate these into some form of jutsu. Yes. That's all I really know, since not too many people have had this type of quirk. Inko is shocked to hear that Izuku has a quirk. She sits down and thinks to herself about what she should do with him. He could be a great source of money, she said. Yes, I'm making the Inko abusive. Sorry, Inko, you're your best mom. She gets a little grin on her face. She said, "Thank you, and that is all." I forgot to mention that there's dudes here. There's definitely guys in there. But they get like treated poorly, very badly, since they're seen as weaker. Inko takes young Izuku home, and Izuku runs around the house saying, "Yay, yay," that he got a quirk. Inko, I changed my mind. I'm not gonna make it Inko abusive. I couldn't do it. Inko happy for Izuku. Um, she says, "Calm down. You got school tomorrow." And then you can tell everybody that you got a quirk. Izuku calms down, and Inko goes in the kitchen to make some breakfast. Not breakfast, I meant food. Izuku was thinking on how we could activate his quirk, or at least get the little bits of it. Like use a little bit of the cloak. He tries to like Deku when he was using full Calendar. He decides to put all of his chakra throughout his body, which gave him a little green cloak, like this. This is what Deku's gonna look like when he goes into UA, or this is his hero costume. This is what Deku looks like, just with that same hair color. Anyways, Deku was fascinated on how his little cloak got around him. He deactivates the cloak and realizes it took a lot out of him. So he thinks to himself he should probably train on his chakra control, and among other things. I'm not getting into that. And Inko finishes making dinner and calls for Izuku. Izuku comes rushing down and goes and eats dinner with Inko. Let's skip to when he's at school. Deku is excited to tell everybody that he's got a quirk. Katsumi Bakugo came up to Izuku. "Hey, Izuku, how you doing?" Katsumi asked. "I'm doing fine, Kanchan. I got a quirk," he says excitedly. "A quirk? I thought boys don't get quirks." "That's what I thought too." "Well, that's what my mom told me, but yeah, I got a quirk. It's called Nine Tails," Deku exclaimed. "Nine Tails? What's that?" Basically, I can turn into this giant nine-tailed fox, or just get like a small little cloak of it. Like a small little cloak? At this point, everybody's looking at him, confused. He activates the cloak again. "Wow," said Katsumi and everyone else in school. You really got a quirk? Yeah, I didn't think I would get one. I was doubting myself a little bit, but yeah, it's kind of surprising. But I want to be a strong hero, like All Might. Yes, All Might is Deku's still an All Might fan, but just not as much. Still thinks all heroes are cool, mainly Eraserhead. Yes, I'm doing that. Anyways, let's skip middle into like high school when the teacher throws up all the papers in the air. I know you all want to be heroes. Spiel. Katsumi does her little spiel about how she's gonna be the strongest and how she's gonna go anyway, and she even like, yeah, only I and Izuku are the only ones can get into UA. You are just like worthless B rankers. And yeah, Deku says Katsumi, giving off a little bit of bloodlust. Chillax. Uh, yes, I used the word chillax. Anyways, okay, Izuku. I'm not. She never called him Deku or anything like that. Let's just roll with it. Okay. Now, anyways, let's just continue the lesson for today, and you can do all this and apply to whatever school you're going to. Now. Let's skip to the end of class. Deku is walking home under the same bridge where the Such Villain is. Deku stops because he feels some sort of presence here. He's he the sludge villain bursts out of the sewers and tries to attach herself on Deku. Deku dodges out of the way. I need your body, kid. I didn't know that freak would be here, she says. What freak? Anyways, who are you? I don't got time for this. Just give me your body, kid. She attacks him with her sludge. Deku dodging again, as he has definitely worked on his reflexes and other skills. He decides to use some Winjutsu since he's most proficient in that. He Wind style, Gale Palm. He thrusts his hand towards the sludge villain, blowing her back. What? He has a quirk? He may be useful. She tries to attack him again and latch onto him. He decides to use jutsu that he's been working on for a little bit. Rasen Shuriken! Yes, I'm giving him the Rasen Shuriken this early. He throws the Rasen Shuriken at the sludge villain. The sludge villain getting obliterated and scattered into pieces. At this point, he would hear someone jumping down off of the top of the bridge. I am here, All Might says. She looks up to see Izuku standing there with the sludge villain all in pieces. Young man, did you do this? Deku turns around. Oh my, is that really you? Oh, c- can you sign my notebook? She asks. Yes, but did you do this? Oh, yeah, yeah, I did this. Really? Is it? Did, you sure you did this? You should. Yeah, yeah, I did. Do you, do you have a quirk? Uh, yeah, it's called. Yeah, it's called Nine Tails. Nine Tails. What's Nine Tails? Basically, I can just transform or use a cloak of a nine-tailed fox. I can turn into a giant one if I wanted to. All Might being surprised by this, and she just stared at Izuku, wondering how does this kid have a quirk, a male of all people. She shakes her head and signs his notebook as he asked. She then grabs some bottles and scoops up the sludge villain. Well, I shall be heading off. Wait, oh my. Yes, young man. It's young. It's Izuku Midoriya. My name is Izuku Midoriya. Oh, young Midoriya. Yes. Do you think men could be heroes? Men? No, not without a quirk. It, it's difficult trying to fight villains without a quirk. Men usually should be working jobs as normal jobs and not being heroes. She laughs a little bit and jumps off. Deku's standing there and shocked that All Might of all people would say that about men. Deku getting his inspiration to become a hero. He wants to show that men can be heroes by starting off with him having a quirk. Now let's do a little bit of his 10 months of training before he goes to UA. Deku's been working on this chakra control and working on the Rasen Shuriken. Right now it's been hurting him a little bit. He hasn't mastered it, no. Nor has he mastered going into going into the Four Tails mode. Yes, I'm making him like that. I'm also gonna give him a little bit something else, but you have to wait for that. And he decides to go and clear Dagobah Beach. All Might picking a successor. Let's just say it's Bakugo. Yeah, let's say it's Kasumi, but when they go to Dagobah Beach, they see it's already been cleaned. They see Deku doing the same little scream from in canon. He doing the same as falling off of the trash and All Might catching him. He wakes up to see All Might and Katsumi over top of him. Kanchan? All Might? What happened? You passed out. What happened to you? Oh, oh, I just got tired again. It happened. Did you clean up this beach? All Might asked. Yes, I did. It took some time. It took me almost the entire 10 months. It took me nine and a half. Right now, I was just lifting them up and doing some basic workout training. All Might is surprised at this. This kid, he's so strong. Well, young Midoriya, I I wish you the best of luck. Katsumi looks at Deku. When did he get so tone? Yes, I'm making Deku tone as in canon Deku, just very slim and agile, like Naruto. Yeah, like Naruto. Um. Well, let's skip to the entrance exam to UA. And that's where I'll be leaving it off. See you later.